Dream is telling his fans to bark, and it's honestly disturbing. Knowing most of those fans are on the younger side, telling them something that's inherently suggestive is creepy and not appropriate for someone of his age to be doing. This isn't even the first time he's been weird to his fans. There was a time when he's been questioned for calling his fans kittens, and he made this post in response to it on one of his many alternate Twitters. People using this to say I called my fanbase kittens are weird. It's an analogy. Replace kittens with puppies or anything else that fits. I just have a cat, so it makes more sense. People are weird. Here's another example where he's calling his fans kitten again. Visiting San Diego again. Can't wait to meet more of you fans. Time to make those kittens purr. And then the rest of the tweet just shows his face. I just feel like it's strange to call your fans such affectionate names like that, knowing that they're so young and impressionable that they think it was normal for a grown-ass man to be calling underage fans kittens. When you start to normalize the behavior, you begin to get even stranger fans like these. All I want is for Dream to lick me. These fans are just so weird, man. It's uncomfortable. And then it gets worse when fans start to take the ideas you give them and draw art that looks fun on the outside, but when you consider the context that a grown man is trying to call his young fans pet names, it becomes very disturbing. But the creepiest post he's ever made was one he made to his viewers where he asked them a very suggestive question and seemed to be trying to make it out as a joke. Let me know if you find anything weird about the way he's wording this. Would you kittens throw those fat asses back for me if I was making it rain dollar bills on you all? It seemed like a majority of them were voting yes to this, but there was still a large number of people that were saying no. It's common knowledge that Dream has had a strange habit of saying unusual things to his fans as a joke, and while I don't know if he had full intentions on acting on those jokes, I don't think it's okay for him to be saying these things to his audience. I think these jokes do more harm than good, and although I'm sure he meant them as a joke, he's had a habit of making these often to the point where it becomes uncomfortable to the average viewer. Making creepy comments is one thing, but Dream has even made joke threats towards some of his haters before, and I think it's worth talking about. Again, I'm sure he wasn't serious about this statement and that he meant it as a joke, but I still think it's pretty uncomfortable for the person who posted this to wake up to thousands of comments of his fans supporting him when he made tweets in response to this. This is a tweet a Dream hater on Twitter made about burning his mask. I don't think it was a healthy way of expressing dislike and not good for the environment, but I wanted to point out Dream's response because I thought it was interesting. Look at his wording and his reaction and tell me if there's anything wrong with it. I'm going to use the same matches you used to burn that mask to engulf your family and your home into flames. Dream is no stranger to receiving negative criticism and just hurtful language in general, but I've always said that just because you have people being negative towards you doesn't mean you can say things like you're going to burn down their entire house and family. It's hard to understand Dream's personality sometimes. It's difficult to tell when he's joking or not, but there are times when I wish he wouldn't tweet such wild things like when he himself admits he's a toxic person. Look at this tweet he made here. I am a toxic gamer, but I will take the time to learn about your culture and language as well as deeper beliefs so I can understand you and we can remain in peace. Also so I can be as accurately racist as possible if you keep running your fat fucking mouth. So not only is Dream admitting he's toxic, he's also occasionally racist depending on what you say to him. Personally, I think this is a harmful trait to have, and it would be even worse if his fans begin to emulate him. I'm hoping that in the future he calms down his offensive ways and learns to handle criticism properly instead of lashing out at people and threatening to burn their houses down.